Be love. Receive love. Give love. Be on that frequency, okay? The way that you think is exactly how your life is going to manifest into. You know, this idea of the law of attraction and what you give out is what you receive is so real. There's a reason why these sayings are sayings. There's a reason why things are repeated over and over and over again in history, because they make sense. It's just that I feel like we forget to dive into the meaning of that. We say these words, we say everything happens for a reason, but do you really believe that? We say, like, you know, you have to have a positive mindset, you have to believe in yourself, you have to, but do people actually know what that means? Do you know what it means to manifest the life that you want for yourself and live in it? Regardless of whether you feel like you have the amenities for something, do you feel like you can do that for yourself? I was talking about self-doubt, and this video I really wanted to tackle that with giving you the solution to that, the solution to self-doubt. And the solution to self-doubt is positive thinking. The solution to self-doubt is putting yourself on a certain frequency and staying there, living there, being there constantly every single moment of your life. There's going to be times whereby you feel defeated, when you're tired, where you feel like you can't keep going on, where you question yourself. But the point is here that you're supposed to learn that when those thoughts arise in your mind, you put them away. They must go. That's the beauty of this superpower of being able to control your mind, to be able to control your patterns of thinking, your ways of thinking every single day, putting yourself in a certain frequency. I can't say that I'm perfect, that every single day I think of myself in the most positive light and I think I'm gonna be successful and I'm gonna live like a successful person and I'm gonna have all the money that I need and money comes to me easily. You know, there's some days that do come where I'm like, oh, and I'm really trying my hardest to not stay in those frequencies, because I know how much that plays into the universe, because the universe is like, oh, you don't really believe it, so I'm not going to give it to you. And the more that you create negative patterns in your life, the more that just becomes a cloud around you. You never even see the beauty in life. You never even see the things that you should be grateful for. We never have that point of being able to actually truly be grateful, living in that gratitude and being able to say, you know what, things are not going exactly how I wanted to go, but I'm all right, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have all these things around me. I get to sleep in a warm bed every single day. I get to, you know, sleep with blankets on me. I get to sleep on a comfortable pillow. I get to flip the pillow over and get to the colder side, rub my feet together and have socks on. Like all these little things that are not so little. These are things that add to the quality of your life. It's just that we're always wanting something more. We're always wanting to have what somebody else has, and we're always wanting. We can never be content. And this is the whole process of having a stable mind, because you start to realize how much you actually are living in what you want in the future because of the way that you think now. Let me explain this to you, right? You know, when I graduated uni, of course, like, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm gonna get a job, or you know, some things are gonna work out for me, and in like a year or two, like, I'll be fine. Like, I'll have a house, I'll have like my own place, I'll be able to take care of myself, I'll be having my money coming in, I'll be very happy and content. That was the idea that I had leaving uni, that I said when I come home, like, everything's gonna work out. And halfway through that, I mean, we're now here a year and a half later, and life didn't go the way that I expected. And for a while, I really, like, this really distressed me. Like, this really stressed me out, because I felt so confused and conflicted by every single decision that I was making. And once you leave uni, people are literally like, dude, what's your plan? What's your plan? What do you want to do? Like, what is it? Even when you have your own idea, people are not always on board with your ideas. And things just didn't happen to go the way that I wanted it to go. So I had to learn to channel my mind to be content with whatever it is that is happening in my life right now. I had to channel my mind to say, you know what? You don't have your own place, and, you know, not living in your own space and everything. And that's one thing that you really want and need. But that's okay, because, you know, what are you supposed to learn now? What are you supposed to gain from this experience? Because of course there are problems that come with having your own apartment, having your own car, having all these things. More problems arise. You have bills to pay, etc. What do you think that maybe you might not have so much time and freedom to be able to do some certain things? There's a reason why my life is the way that it is right now. There's a reason why the things that I thought were like hindrances, things that I thought were holding me back are not actually holding me back, because I chose to change my perspective on how I view it. I chose to change my perspective on how I view my life, on the things around me in my life, and what actually is a negative thing, what actually is a positive thing. Do you understand? And learning to understand that has really helped me to have this sense of actual peace and contentness in my heart, whereby I don't go to sleep stressed every single day. You understand? I can actually sleep peacefully, like rub my feet together, be like, yeah, I'm taking a little nappy nap, I've worked hard today. And it's only ever when I've worked hard and I can say that, I had a productive day. These are the little things that are not little at all. You understand? And this is the problem, is that we find ourselves questioning so much in our life that's supposed to be there to help you and help you in healing. I was telling you guys about the Positive Mindset podcast, right? So I sent a message to him and I was just telling him my own little experiences in my life and, how I was feeling. And he replied to me and he said to me, there's also something to learn. There's also something, that you must learn from the resistance, from, the things that are trying to pull you back, the things that you feel like are barriers in your life. That is something that you're supposed to learn from that. And, this is a very important factor, because you start to understand that all the phases in your life are important. You start to understand that every single thing that transpires in your life, every single thing that happens is for an actual reason. And that's what I mean when I say, do you actually internalize what it means when people say everything happens for a reason? Or are you just somebody who constantly just says words? You constantly just say words, but you don't live in the frequency. And an example that he always gives is, you say to yourself that you're healthy and you make healthy decisions, but you go to a restaurant and you pick out an unhealthy thing and you say, let me just have a cheat day. Isn't that going against every single thing that you are trying to believe? How does the universe now repay you and give you what you want when you are not even living in what you're saying? You get what I'm saying? Because that means you don't really believe it. That's you don't really believe that you're healthy and you make healthy decisions, right? That is the life hack, y'all. That is it. Because once you now understand that you have power and control over that, you can't let things control you. It's like you saying that this food, I don't have a choice. You understand? Even though I've decided who I am and what I want, but I don't have a choice but to choose this other thing because I feel so tempted by it. And that is the problem. There's so many temptations in life that stop you from reaching where you actually want to go. There's reasons why there are temptations, and there's a reason why there's resistance and things, because you're supposed to show that you are actually wanted. The problem is that we always go around saying like, I want to be wealthy, and oh my God, I would love to have, and I would love to have. And that's why people end up doing nasty things, doing things that they don't really want to do in order to attain and achieve a certain lifestyle, because you are trying to get there quick, fast. You're not thinking about the external, internal work that other person that you envy did to get to where they are. You're just like, you know what, I want to get there because I see how nice and shiny it is, and I don't want to wait 10 years. I don't want to wait. I want to get it now. You skip all those other steps, and that's how people find themselves miserable for the rest of their lives, thinking that that's all they needed. Not being able to understand what money is, not being able to understand what wealth is, understand what it is to be a successful person, what you're supposed to do with that. You can't look at other people and envy their lives. You can't. You don't even know what people did to get there. All that matters is you in the now and what you think and what you believe. You can attain and get every single thing that you want in the right way. If you're somebody who believes in God, from God, straight from God. Not from the corners. Not from, a little bit of devil worship in here, a little bit of sacrifice there. You think that it's a joke? It's not even a joke, it's real. Now that's what I say when I talk about defining what success is to you specifically, not to the world, not to the people around you, not to your family, not to your friends. What is success to you? And then that now shapes every single thing, every decision that you make. That's what I'm saying, that you have to live in a certain frequency. You have to stay there. You have to keep yourself there. And everything around you in life starts to make sense, and you don't end up wanting things that are going to destroy you in the end. I was reading a Bible plan today. It's talking about how to be rich. Money does things to people. People who are rich have tendencies that are unique to them. Those tendencies can be attributed directly to the presence of riches in their life. The more a person possesses, the greater his potential to acquire a distorted sense of reality, and the greater the odds that he will lose his sense of balance. Money makes us arrogant, and over time it becomes our primary source of hope, leaving us with the impression that we are self-sufficient. Wealth has its own gravitational pull. It will always draw those who have it in the direction of those two things. It is in this way that wealth eventually possesses the possessors. Do you understand? Wealth eventually possesses the possessors. Hear me out. Cross a river and the current will pull you in a downstream direction. Cross paths with wealth and you will be drawn into the direction of arrogance and illusion of self-sufficiency. To survive the test of wealth, to be good at being rich, one must learn to compensate and resist its sinister force. But I want you all to understand just how much something like this can help you to create a certain life for yourself, because you're not putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. You're not saying to yourself, I'm unhappy because I don't have and I need. Like, you're not driving yourself insane because you are living in the frequency that you have set in your mind, and you're not moving on a certain type of pressure. No one's giving you pressure. It's like, you understand, it just feels like you're existing again because you've chosen to live in a certain path. You've chosen to live in a certain way. You understand that you have decided for yourself, that nobody decided for you. So that's the amazing thing about this. And I just wanted to share this message because it's something that I have been really working hard on myself in creating positive mindsets, to always know that the frequency that I stay on, the things that I want for myself, the things that I imagine myself being, I have to imagine that and believe it every single day. And not get lost and not get caught in the crossfire of chasing something that I don't even want, chasing something that was never even there in my mind, something that was planted in my mind. This is the whole point about being self-aware, and we're gonna get into that in the next video. We're gonna get into being self-aware. I think later in this week I really want to get into this idea of self-awareness and, you know, having a clear understanding of yourself. Having a clear understanding of knowing that you actually did make the choices in your life. You actually did make choices in your life. You did on your own. I know there's so much influence in in the world, but that's what I'm saying. Doesn't that just take away from who you are? But we'll get into that. The sun's gone down, so I guess I should end this video. I, hope that all of us, we learn to live on that frequency that we desire for ourselves. Having control over your mind and not have your mind have control over you. Being able to manifest the life that you want, live in a frequency every single day and be at peace and be happy and content with your life. That is what I wish to receive for myself. And I'm sure if you're watching this, maybe you have the same type of idea for yourself as well. I mean, we're out here trying to improve ourselves. We're out here trying to be better than who we were yesterday and trying to grow and progress. That's why you're here watching a video that's talking about the mind. You understand? That's why we're here talking about this together, because it's important. So, yeah. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I am trying to be a lot more consistent because I believe that I'm gonna be a successful YouTuber, and I believe that, what I have to say is important. What I have to say can, help somebody, even if it's one person and not thousands of people. That's fine. I'm not gonna stress myself with the fact that, my followers or my subscribers or, the amount of views that I get on each video is not in the thousands and millions. It's not gonna touch me. I already feel successful in what I'm doing already. I already feel confident and happy with and content with the fact that I'm choosing to do what I love every single day, and I'm putting my whole heart and effort into it because I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So remember, you are what you think. You are what you think. So start to think in the way that you want to live your life. So don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to your girl channel. Share the video if you feel like somebody else could really benefit from this video. I really love to hear your comments as well, so please comment down below and tell me what you think. But I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope that you have an amazing day, evening, whenever you're watching this. And I really hope that it gives you a bit of food for thought and helps you to create and manifest the life that you want for yourself. So yeah, bye.